have, for Franklin and Marshall and for my tenure here, we have a pretty large incoming class. We have 5 freshmen and a transfer student. So the key for me is getting them acclimated to college life and college running, keeping them healthy and happy. We're going to do more with strength and conditioning and core training. And two of the last 3 years, we finished 10th and 13th at their regional championship meet, and I would like to stay a top 10 to top 15 team. This is a new group of young men here. They haven't even taken a class in college yet, so I don't know how the season's going to play out. We go into it with 9 young ladies on the roster, so we need to keep them healthy, happy, strong, confident. We can't afford any personnel losses on the women's side, so that's going to be the big key for this year, is keeping those 8 or 9 girls healthy, happy, confident, feeling good going into the championship races. The key returners last year, James Hamilton, Mike Whalen, and Brian Michelli all were in our top 7. They ran at regionals. They return, as well as JT Paganelli, who was our number 2 man at regionals from 2 years ago. So we have four guys that have regional experience, and we're going to count on them to have good seasons for us. Julia Zielinski and Grace Adams will be our top 2 runners. They both did really well last year at the regional championship meet. Kathleen McCutcheon ran on our regional championship team last year, and Rachel Weiss and Abby Grailinger qualified for the Centennial Conference Track and Field Championship meet. So hopefully that will give them some confidence, and they'll be significant contributors for us as well. Key losses on the men's team are Brian Andrews. He was a 3-time all-region runner, so we will sorely miss him. And the Olenjinsky twins, Luke and Greg, and they had a lot of success their 4 years here in track. But they were also key contributors to the cross-country team. Last year, Luke was our number 2 runner consistently throughout the year, and just narrowly missed out on being an all-region runner. And his brother Greg was probably our number 3 or 4 runner throughout the year. So basically, you can say we're losing our top 3 cross-country guys from last year. And I think we're going to make up with that with the freshman class, the transfer student, and I think we're definitely going to miss their presence at the top of the lineup, Andrews and the Olenjinsky twins, but I think we're going to be a little better with competitive depth this year. I see as many as 9, 10, 11 guys that are going to be contributors and will be fighting for a spot to run in our top 7 at regionals. And I really don't see that much of a fall off between our number 3, 4 runner and our numbers 9, 10, 11 runners. So competitive depth is hopefully where we're going to make up for the loss of Andrews and the Olenjinsky twins. On the women's side, we lose our captain. It was our number 3 runner, Kim Hillfrank. That's probably the only scorer we've lost from last year's team. And again, we have 1 freshman newcomer. We hope we can slide her in, Amelia Cadwell, so maybe she can slide into Kim's spot. And I do think the other 3 gals that I mentioned earlier, Rachel, Abby, and Kathleen, I think they'll be a little bit better this year too. So we didn't really lose a whole lot from the ladies' side. Now, depth is an issue. Unlike the men, competitive depth is very much an issue on the ladies' side. I am looking for a significant contribution from our freshman class this year. Like I said, 5 freshmen and 1 transfer student. I really think 3 to 4 of them could be in our top 7 by the time we get to regionals. This week in our 2-mile time trial, Bryce Williams, Pat Mannion, and Spencer Lyman looked very good. But again, they're freshmen. They haven't even taken a college class yet, so we don't know what to expect. But I really like this freshman class and the transfer student, Aaron Tesfaye, as well. They have potential to be not just key contributors, to be major contributors on our team, not just for this year, but going forward, and hopefully deliver us a top 10 finish at regionals, in the next year or 2. Amelia Cadwell is the only freshman we've added to the women's roster, and again, I think she's going to fit somewhere as our number 3, 4, 5 runner. She'll be a top 5. She looks pretty good during the preseason training. I like the attitude that they bring. It looks like there was some training going on over the summer. Again, it's preseason. I want to wait till college life kicks in, and then we'll make further evaluations. But I think the main thing, especially really with the girls and the guys, girls because depth is an issue, just to keep everyone focused and healthy and confident and feeling good about their running. And on the guys' side, because roughly half of the team are new to Franklin and Marshall and new to college running here. keeping them focused, keeping them healthy, keeping them on point, and that's the main goals, and that's what we've talked about a lot during the preseason, is taking it a day at a time, a week at a time, staying focused, and let's be better in October and November than we are right now. Our schedule, September is pretty much a training month. We have 2 5K races, one of them being the Little 3 meet September 11th at Gettysburg. But the big ones on the schedule, the ones that people are looking forward to this year, is Friday, October 2nd, the Paul Short race. It's a very competitive race. It's just a full day of cross-country races from the elite Division I schools the whole way to high school. It's really a distance runner's dream. It's a carnival of cross-country running. So I know the guys and girls are looking forward to that. 2 weeks later, the Gettysburg Invitational is a real good meet for us. It's a meet that we can be competitive in. It sort of mirrors our regional meet a little bit. That's Saturday, October 17th at Gettysburg. And then the big one for us, the one that I always point to and then I talk about during the year, is the Mideast Regional Championships. And this year, that is November 14th. That's a Saturday. And Dickinson is the host school, but it's at Big Spring High School in Big Spring, PA. And it's where we ran our regional championship meet last year.